So this week's blog is going to tell you a little bit more about our mental health program that we hope to launch from September. So those of you that have been following our page regularly and this blog will see that from September we hope to run a number of projects around autism, around SEN awareness, linked to like assemblies. But one of our main projects as well is we want to run a resilience program. So I know some people have been asking, well, why are we running a resilience program? The simple fact is that the children have said that this is what they want and that they feel it will be important for us to run this type of thing within schools, because resilience is something that we don't talk about enough when we're talking about mental health. So again, those of you that have been following us for a while would have seen that we produced a mental health document where we spoke to children all across Essex and got their views on how to improve mental health in schools. This is SEN and mainstream schools, because it doesn't matter what school you attend, there are children suffering with mental health difficulties. So I just wanted to give a quick overview so that if you were from a school and you are listening to this blog and you were interested in having this resilience program within your school from September, then you can contact me via my email address, which you can find on our Facebook page. So the whole idea of the resilience program is that there'll be 6 sessions, but we can be flexible around that, and we can work with up to 30 to 35 children within that session. It can be much less as well, so we can do small groups. We could even work on a one-to-one basis. It will really be flexible around what the schools identify the need is within their schools. So there'll be 6 sessions, and these sessions are designed to run for an hour, but again we can be flexible around that, and we can reduce the time if needed depending on the children within that group. So just to give you a quick overview of each session. So session 1 will start with what resilience is all about, and the children will score themselves on a resilience scale that we've developed, again in collaboration with the document that we produced before. We'll also look at friendships and how to build suitable friendships, and we'll also build in a bit of understanding around our differences, again linking back to SEN awareness, which is what the Multi Skills Council is all about. In our second session, we're taking some of the big worries that children told us from across Essex feel they affect them and their friends. So we'll be talking about families, we'll be talking about school and the worries that they might have there, and we'll be doing a mental health exercise there as well. We'll also be making sure the children can identify who they can talk to, and a listening exercise as well, so that peers start to develop the skills to support each other. Moving on to session 3, we will then look at how we can keep fit and healthy, and what kind of exercise is out there so that children can hopefully have a better mental health state. We'll do some of these exercises with them, and we'll get some of their feedback on what they would want to see change within the curriculum or within their local area to actually provide more exercise or sport opportunities to promote mental health. Because as we've seen for a lot of our research, there's a big correlation between exercise and better mental health. In session 4, we'll be looking at moods, and we'll be touching on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but bringing that down to a level for the children. And we'll also be looking a bit more in depth at mental health. What is mental health? What does mental health mean to children? And again, building on the document that we created. In session 5, we'll be looking at what self-esteem is. So again, it's been really clear that one of the big things that affects children's mental health and resilience is self-esteem. So we've been doing a lot of work around this. We'll be running a self-esteem activity, which again, if you've been following my page, you may have seen that I did with my class. And we'll also be looking at the social media world and what impact this has on people's resilience and people's mental health. And then finally, within session 6, we'll be again touching back on resilience. What is it? Hopefully the children have picked up some of these key messages over the 6 sessions. We'll run another resilience activity. We'll be looking at setting resilience targets for those children so they can build towards things but in a more resilient way. And again, the children will then score themselves on the resilience scale that we've developed from our document. At the end of each session as well, we'll be asking the children if they've got any questions, and we'll just be building on any understanding that they may have or don't have, and we'll be able to just really build on the understanding of resilience. So that's really a quick overview of what the resilience program will offer. You'll be hearing a lot more about this formally. Schools will be getting emails about this after Easter, but we have already taken some bookings, and because it is over 6 sessions and because we have other commitments with the Multi Skills Council, I do think these will get booked up very quickly. So if you are watching our blog, if you are following our Facebook page, if you are interested for your school to get involved in this resilience program, then please get in contact with me as soon as possible.